The Krell Armada had never known defeat. For 3,000 years, they had swept across 17 galaxies, consuming civilizations like a cosmic plague. Their ships were biological nightmares, living vessels that fed on stellar radiation and grew stronger with each conquest. When they detected the radio signals from Earth's first orbital stations, they marked humanity as prey number 4726. Admiral Sarah Chen stood on the bridge of the Prometheus, humanity's flagship, watching the Krell fleet materialize at the edge of the outer rim. 60,000 vessels, each the size of a small moon, their organic hulls pulsing with bioluminescent threat displays. Behind them, the remains of the Andorian civilization still smoldered, a civilization that had begged Earth for help 3 weeks too late. "They're hailing us," Lieutenant Park reported, his voice tight with barely controlled fear. "Put them through," Chen ordered. The Krell Overmind's voice filled the bridge like grinding continental plates. "Primitive mammals. You have witnessed our power. Surrender your worlds, and we will make your extinction swift." Chen allowed herself a cold smile. "I have a counteroffer." She nodded to her weapons officer. "Fire." What happened next would be studied by xenohistorians for millennia. The human fleet numbered only 300 ships, a laughable force compared to the Krell Armada. But humanity had learned something in their brief, violent sprint to the stars. The universe's older races had grown complacent. They had forgotten innovation. They had forgotten fear. The Prometheus and her sister ships unleashed hell. The quantum disruptors went first, weapons that didn't just destroy matter but erased it from causality itself. Krell's ships didn't explode, they simply ceased to have ever existed. Entire sections of their fleet vanished, leaving confusion in their wake as the Overmind struggled to remember vessels that had never been built. Then came the gravitational lances. Humanity had learned to weaponize black holes, containing them in magnetic fields and firing them like bullets. Where they struck, Krell's ships imploded into singularities, taking dozens of neighboring vessels with them into oblivion. The Krell scrambled to respond, but their biological weapons were designed for conventional warfare. Their acid-spitting bioships found nothing to corrode. Human vessels were shielded by hardened energy fields that converted kinetic energy into power for their reactors. Every attack made Earth's fleet stronger. "They're trying to retreat," Park reported, disbelief coloring his voice. "Denied," Chen said flatly. "Execute protocol extinction." The human ships released their final weapon, nanite swarms programmed with one directive: consume and replicate. The microscopic machine spread through the Krell fleet like cancer, devouring the organic ships from within. The Krell vessels tried to regenerate, but the nanites adapted faster, learning and evolving with each passing second. In 47 minutes, the battle was over. The Krell Armada, 3 millennia of galactic terror, was reduced to molecular dust. The Overmind's final transmission was a single word: how. Chen leaned back in her command chair, watching the cleanup crews begin their work. Around her, the crew sat in stunned silence, processing what they'd done. "Captain," Park ventured carefully, "the other species in this sector, they're going to be terrified of us now." "Good," Chen replied. "Fear breeds respect. Respect breeds peace." She stood, straightening her uniform. "Open a channel on all frequencies." When the galaxy's surviving civilizations tuned in, they heard a simple message. "This is Admiral Sarah Chen of the Earth Defense Fleet. The Krell Armada has been eliminated. Humanity claims no territory beyond our own systems, but we will answer any call for defense against extinction-level threats. To those who would prey upon the weak, we are watching. We are waiting. And we will not hesitate." She paused, letting the weight of her words settle across light years. The age of conquerors is over. The age of protectors has begun. As the Prometheus turned toward home, its hull still glowing with the heat of battle, the galaxy learned a fundamental truth: humanity might have been late to the cosmic stage, but they had brought with them something the older races had lost. The will to fight. The creativity to innovate. And the fury of a species that would not go quietly into extinction. The Krell had made one fatal mistake, they had threatened Earth's children. And humanity never forgave that.